The Tiger Priest, and last I left off, I did not get to finish painting the rest of the hull color. I still need to do that on the bottom here and a few little other areas, and then I can go on to camo. But I did manage to put some stowage on. It's to hide a couple flaws, and I wanted to it needed something just a little bit extra, and I think the stowage helped it out. I don't like to make exact replicas of models like this is exactly from the TV show. I actually like to make the same kit, but an operational tank from if it was a operational tank in the series, just another tank that you didn't see off screen. That's something I would like. That's something I like to do. Where's good old Mr. Star Trek? Star Trek does the same thing. The 1650 Constitution, everyone builds the Enterprise. I want to build the Constellation, Constitution, stuff like that. But anyway, I like to do the vehicle that's seen off screen. That way you have a little more, just a little bit of freedom to do it. But anyway, got the stowage on. These are resin copies of off the Academy Allied German tank supply set, and I usually, me and a fellow modeler, we cast a lot of stowage, and we'll take kit stowage and cut them off and rearrange them and make new molds and just make different different sets on for different types of tanks, especially modern armor. And I casted a set, put it on one side here, and we got another set on the other side, so we are good to go. I think I may put some jerry cans. We'll probably put them in the back here. We gotta go dig them out. And I don't have resin jerry cans. No need. I have a ton of jerry cans that I always buy at shows. I always like to buy these at model shows. It seems like everyone wants to get rid of them, and I think equipment and stowage is just something just valuable in armor world. But anyway, there is that. I'm hoping to get the rest of it painted. I like to get it painted today, and then I got to seal it, and then I'm going to take Mr. Hand Mud here, and I'll try to do a video on it probably tomorrow, and try to shoot the camo on it. That's what I'd like to do, and then we can paint the knapsacks by hand and everything, and then I got to paint the inside. I think the inside of the Priest is not really a white, maybe an off-white, but who knows. I gotta go look at a picture and see which color it is. But anyway, Tiger Priest getting some stowage, and I think it looks pretty darn slick for a fictional tank. Mold here, I don't really cast a whole lot. There's a show coming up in next weekend, June 2nd, which is Wonderfest weekend, which I've done my Wonderfest duties. I've already got them all shipped out, but there's a figure show that I'm going to go to. I'm not going to go to Wonderfest because it's basically, I can either go to a show that's 15 minutes away or I can go to a show that's 15 hours away. And, I chose the 15-minute one. But anyway, trying to print out some decals, and they used the Kriegsmarine symbol for some odd reason. And that's an old, I'm going to try to print that out. The Kriegsmarine one goes right here on the hull, and then it's got some Balkan crosses that are red on the back, which I think is just unique. But anyway, I got that pretty much almost figured out. So we'll get that on there and get that on decal paper and try to figure it out. But anyway, Tiger Priest is taking shape. I want to do the figure. The vinyl figure, I'm in the mood to paint a figure, but I got to looking at some other a fellow mother was doing, and a lot of people are getting into it, and that's the Gaslands. And I saw this. This is just absolutely fantastic. That's a Stug, Panzer IV Stug, and with a car body on the top of it. I think that is just absolutely slick. I like post-apocalyptic vehicles, and that I may do something like that. I got an old Monogram 8 Rad I've been wanting to do something similar to. I just think that just looks just unique. I know everyone does the different cars, but I think the tank one is just a whole other dimension of model building right there. Just added kit bashing, very little scratch building. It's just absolutely nuts. Anyway, don't know much about the game, but I do like the Mad Max style vehicles. But anyway, Mr. Tank here I think is absolutely slick. That is something we might have to consider. So I may, I don't know what I'm actually at the point with a lot of other modelers. Really don't know what I want to do next. I've done it all. I don't want to do the same old. I want to do something just a tad bit different, but don't want to go too off the wall. Want to make it look pretty slick, and that might do it. I may do something like that, but who knows? If I do that, I don't want to copy it. I don't want to put the Beetle on there. I have to find me a junk card, stick on it. So anyway, I may do that. Who knows? But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. May do some Gasland. Well, I'm baiting on the figure, which we always got time to do figures. Tiger Priest is getting some stowage, and hopefully we can get some more paint on it. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.